So my only question is, I'm an independent. I voted for Clinton. I voted for once, Obama once, and I don't see everything Trump does, but he gets things done. Whether they're right or wrong, he gets things done. For me to go back to thinking about the Democratic Party, there's some things I'd like to either get straightened out or explain. I won't even go into the big guy getting money from China. I'm going to give you a pass on that. But the fact that everybody knew in Washington that Biden had dementia and wasn't his best at 100% is a shame. I'm in Chicago here. Guess what? I don't have to play for the Cubs to know that Sammy Sosa, he was on steroids when he was hitting those home runs. Okay. I mean, so for me, I am surprised that American people are not requesting more of that. Where's the investigation about that?
All right, Brian, hold on. Hold on. That's okay. Steve, do you have any questions for Brian?
I obviously don't agree. And I think you can always look at the government, just as you can look at a lot of big corporations, a lot of bureaucracies in the world, a lot of nonprofits, and find anecdotal examples that you don't like, or that they're disorganized, or they don't get things done as fast as you want. But I think when you look at the totality of many of the things that people like in this world, the government does a pretty good job at. And if you took them away, they would be very unhappy. You took away what we do at DOD, if you took away what we do at the Agriculture Department, at the FAA, the security we get from the Department of Homeland Security, I think people would be unhappy. So, it's not perfect, no. And as I said, when Democrats, we reinvented government before, and what I object to about Donald Trump is I don't think the Elon Musk project is thoughtful in any way about. It's just like take a chainsaw and get rid of everything rather than figure out what works and what doesn't work. And people who perform get rewarded, and people who don't perform don't get rewarded. And there's no reason we can't do that.
Speaking about I'll give you an example on the DOD. So we clean up Hanford, right? That's where they built the plutonium. And they're always constantly cleaning that out there in Washington State. We had a job that had to get done in 60 days. We needed, let's just say, 80 boxes built in 60 days. And they were going to do that on site. It got moved up 30 days. So now we need 80 boxes in 30 days. They can only do 40. We're going to make the other 40 as a contractor. So it was going to take them a month to make 40 boxes. It was going to take my guys 9 days with 8 guys. They had 10 guys. When I gave that price to the DOD, the guy looked at it and said, I can't do that. If I turn this in, I'm going to look bad and lose my job. Not only that, the union is going to be expected to do this every time. So my company is a big company. It's a Fortune 500, so we do a lot of things in a lot of different groups. We turned that job down. And guess what? They found a contractor that was going to milk them for the 40 boxes and give them that price. So don't tell me there's waste. I'm sorry.
There is not enough waste to do what Donald Trump says or Elon Musk says. I'm not arguing that there's not waste. Sure, there's waste, and sure, there's waste in the corporate world. There's waste everywhere, and we need to root it out, and we need to do it more efficiently.
Okay, but you don't know there's not enough ways to do that. Number one. Number two,
yes,
Brian.
I do.
First of all, Brian, are you telling me someone outside the government, an outside contractor, had a better idea more efficiently to utilize money in a better way than the inside the government? Are you crazy? The government is the best tool we have in our lives to get things accomplished.
Hogan.
Very clear here.
Hogan. Settle down the sarcasm.
He's absolutely correct. No one is saying we're going to get rid of the core functions of the DOD. That's not what we're saying. Of course, they're designed to protect us. No one is saying we're going to get rid of and gut the FAA and prevent them from letting us fly around safely. In fact, the Delta CEO was on one of the networks talking on a morning show, and they said, is this because of Donald Trump's cuts you guys had this plane crash? And he was like, no, it's not. These are clearly issues the American people know are problems within the federal government. And the more we have the conversation, the more we expose it, the more people really get to see what's happening. Yes, we've always seen the video of the little shrimp on the treadmill, and you go, wow, what a big wasteful project. Ron Paul was talking about this decades ago. Tom Cole, decades ago. But now you're seeing someone who has the bully pulpit like Donald Trump, but also the place to amplify it, like Trump and Musk together. And you're starting to expose and peel back the layers with these hundreds of billions of dollars of misused and misspent money. It's a real problem. And if they do a good job explaining that and showing how cutting it or getting rid of it and making the department more efficient and actually making it accomplish its stated goals and duties, we're just going to be way better off. And I think the American people are going to love it.
They still need to explain it better.